Gentlemen, America has changed. Communism versus capitalism. I think there's something inside of you that knows we're going communist. What's kind of sad is that our freedoms are being taken away. When you look back through history, it's everything Marx predicted. And the problem is the average person has no idea who Marx was because they never studied it. I went to military school, academy in New York, and we studied military economics. And I don't know if you know this, but in school we teach Keynesian economics, John Maynard Keynes. Keynesian economics is socialist. If you understand that, so our school system is 100% socialist. There's so much corruption inside our government today, and there's a definite push for Americans to go Marxist. Step back in time, again, Marx in the 1800s and all this other stuff. What he said is communism would never take root in America because the American spirit is too strong. We're too entrepreneurial. So he said before communism could come in, we had to break the American spirit. And then they would beg for MMT, modern monetary theory, and UBI, and the check from the government, free education, free medical. So I know I sound like a conspiracy guy, but all I am is a guy who went to military school, and we studied economics of socialism and capitalism. Just go to the numbers. Just look at the numbers of people that were murdered by socialists, and you'll get a better picture of what's going on in America today. But exactly as Marx said, before Americans could become Marxists or communists, they had to break the American spirit, the entrepreneurial spirit. So what Keynes says is that you can print money, basically. He didn't say it directly that way. There's been more money printed in the last 6 months than was printed in the last 200 years of America. Understand this, for Hitler to come to power, they first had to print money and crush the economy. Deja vu, they're printing money and they wiped out the small entrepreneurs, the business owners. That's communism coming in. That's why Yellen, coming from Fed to Treasury, that is centralized government, centralized economy, command control economy. We're being set up. We're in the information age today. And the thing of value is information. So we trade on information. You get rich on information, you get poor on information. Our money system is toxic. And so that's why you hear me talking to guys your age, and they say, well, what about Bitcoin? I said, get as much as you can get, because Bitcoin's outside the system. Gold is outside the system. Silver's outside the system.
Bitcoin and gold are both going up because of loss of confidence in the dollar.
Because the Federal Reserve Bank is part of a communist system. Listen to the words again. Central bank. What is communism? Centrally controlled economics. Most people are saving dollars. You know how stupid that is? They're printing it faster than you can even think about it. They're going to print another 50 trillion or something like this. If you save gold, silver, and Bitcoin, you're a free man, free human being.
It's inevitable. We've already seen states recognize that digital currencies will be the next stage of money.
Bitcoin in 2021 could pass $146,000.
Bitcoin boom beating gold and silver. What does that mean? It means you better buy as much as you can now. The train is moving, the dollar is dying, silver is still affordable for everyone. And as the dollar crashes, what counts is not price, but how many coins of gold, silver, or Bitcoin do you own? You should be buying some gold, some silver, and if you can afford it, Bitcoin. And I can buy a silver eagle for about $30. And everybody in the world can afford $30. But the average person has been conditioned to think about paper, fake money, fake dollars. At the same time, they're printing as much money as they possibly can. They give it to their rich friends. They don't give it to us. And then they print it and interest rates keep going down. So I'm not saying Bitcoin, and people get into what I call pissing matches. Which is better, gold or Bitcoin? Who cares? The question is, how much do you have? That's all that counts right now. Because the reason you buy gold, silver, or Bitcoin is for the same reason. If you trust the US government or the central banks, the Fed, and Wall Street, then save money. But if you don't, then buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin. And the thing I like about Bitcoin is that I can run with it. It's just a number in my head. My trouble with my gold and silver, I got so much of it, I have to lug it. It's hard to get it around. When I started looking into Bitcoin, it was already starting to come up, so I started buying it around 9,000. And today I think it's around 15 or 16,000. I don't know what it is. I don't count that. I just count the number of coins I have. That's it. And I'm buying more. The reason I like gold, silver, and Bitcoin is this. The trouble with the US dollar, the more it drops in value, the more they print. It's worth less and less and less. Whereas Bitcoin, the thing I like about it, because the more valuable, more expensive Bitcoin gets, they print less of it. It's called a halving. So the price goes up, but the quantity comes down. And check the dollar out. The value of the dollar comes down, but they print more of it. Why would you save it? But it's the same with gold and silver. And the reason I endorse silver is because everybody can afford it. Today it costs you about $30 for a US silver eagle. I'm not saying it's going to make you rich, but if you have 20 million of them, you'll be rich. If you just kept saving silver, the way I kept saving gold, and now I'm saving Bitcoin, you don't have to go to college to save it. Just buy it, hide it. Buy it and hide it. You keep it out of the sight of the US government or your government. The people that bought gold, silver, or Bitcoin, let's say live in Argentina, you're so much richer today than a person who saved pesos. There's advantages between silver, gold, and Bitcoin, and you've got to know the advantages and disadvantages. Gold is God's money, silver is God's money, and Bitcoin is people's money. That's the blockchain technology. Just get as much as you can, because when this thing finally blows over, the problems are still around. Our national debt is so high. We have so many people on entitlement plans. Our pensions are about to go broke. The US government is broke. Our debt to GDP in America today is 130% debt to GDP. At 90% debt to GDP, it's over with. So we went from 90% to 130%. That means we can't pay off our bills. So they're going to have to keep printing more fake US dollars or pesos or yen or euro, whatever you're saving. But right now, if you can get your hands on gold, silver, or Bitcoin, I don't care which one, but it's better than saving fake money. I think Bitcoin's probably going to go to $50,000. Gold's going to go to $15,000, and silver will probably go to $200. And you're going to buy it then?